Hey, let's turn this off. Hey, too loud, too loud. Hey. How's my day? It's all right. I have a confession to make. On the day of July 17th, 2024, I pushed my wife off the balcony and she died. I made a severe lapse in my judgment. And I've learned from this mistake. Who's 8? She was only 8, dude. She was only 8. She was only fucking 8. Okay. I'm going to be reacting to 2 different videos because I don't think I'm going to get it right. I don't think I'm going to get it right. I am healed now. I've gotten a little bit better. Why do I spell schizo like? Oh. Yeah, you spell schizo a little funky. She probably is haunting me. That's why I haven't been uploading. It's been a tough time, you know. Been working a lot, busting my ass. Got to pay for the hospital bills. You know what I mean? Who is this guy? We're going to watch... I think we're going to watch this one. And then I want to watch... I think Tom talked about this. But I want to watch Tom's take on it because I think Tom is like right about things usually. I think maybe, I don't know. Marcus versus March versus Baby. I like that. I like that idea. What BS is surrounding Mr. Beast now? I think the best way to summarize it before getting into it, I watched a little bit of it. The main thing that I care about is the only thing he really does a good job on in this video is the CEO. And turns out the CEO is an evil person. I think a lot of it is weird because a lot of the messages this guy shows is so out of context that it's like, I don't know how to take any of this. Like, I don't know how to take it serious. And that's why I'm watching someone else's take on it to see if maybe I'm missing something or maybe I'm just retarded. But we'll watch it. We'll get started. Oh yeah. Because the third, see, you guys don't understand. The third video, I'm not gonna make it that fast. He was supposed to upload a third video, but he hasn't done it yet. It's supposed to be about the SA allegations surrounding a bunch of people in Mr. Beast's thing. He didn't do that. This is not about that. This is about his CEO. We'll just give it a watch. We'll give it a watch. Insufficient vibes. Let's go. Welcome back. Okay. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Sorry. I started it for 20 seconds. Thank you for reminding me that you didn't hear it. Every time I stream, I literally forget to put the audio on. I'll turn it off. And then it's about SA, Marcus, from what I heard. No, I know it's about SA. But this one is only really about the CEO and his SA stuff, not about actual sexual assault going on within the company. So, yeah.
Okay, so this video is going to focus around one instance of SA. I wanted to put
one instance of
allegations
SA.
in one video, part 3, final video until Jimmy responds at least. I sort of overestimated how easy that would be, as far as like getting everything approved with victims and lawyers, and like also, you know, traditional media is involved. They've been DMing me, you know, New York Times, Time Magazine, also like documentary people. I don't know. You're like, hey, I've worked with Netflix and Hulu and Apple TV and
Peacock. It's about sex. It is about sex. You're right.
And I'm like,
it's about sex,
you know,
and That's
people
scary.
should go to those more legitimate sources.
Sex
to get
is
those things
scary,
out,
guys. It's a
rather than
scary
referring people
topic.
to other people, because traditional has, you know, more resources than I do and better legal protections than I do for sure. I do have sort of that bigger project, the original part 3, and I have a lot of other interviews and
Well, see, that leaked document was about I'll go into that actually real quick before we even get into this. That leaked document was just a motto type of thing, a thing that Mr. Beast goes by, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That's like every company in existence. Every single company goes by the motto of no doesn't mean no. I mean, I work at a place right now, right? And I literally got the spiel of basically them saying no doesn't mean no. Because they want you to sell a product. You know what I mean? They want you to get a product out the door, sell a product type of thing. And that's what the point of the thing is, which it's not really like evil. I get it. I get it. Like, that's how you make a profit. You're not going to make a profit in business if you just let people say no to you all the time and then you just don't make any money when you try to sell something. So I get it. But obviously, the no doesn't mean no thing sounds weird. But it has nothing to do with like no doesn't mean no to women or something. It means like, oh, like when we go to a store and they say, can we film here? And they say no, pitch something to make it so that they do say yes, and then they give us a day where we can film in here or something. That's kind of what he means, which I don't think that's really that evil. It's just kind of his like way of business, I guess, which like I said, that's like every business in existence, so I can't really be mad at that.
other allegations that I'm working on putting together, so I have something for when Mr. Beast responds. If his response is bad, then I can sort of point out, hey, he lied here and he deflected and strawman argument or whatever, as well as like dropping new allegations and doing it in an opportune way so that they get the most eyeballs. But yeah, I just want to say this is just around sort of one allegation. Also, everything in this video is allegedly. This video is not monetized. It's for educational purposes only. This is
What did I word wrong? It was pure word vomit. Bro is illiterate, but still, if you take the doc at face value, it doesn't encourage an unsafe work environment in a silly way. Yeah, it doesn't encourage like a bad environment or anything. He literally is just like saying, this is my way of doing business and this is how I've become successful. And that's like it. Is it really quiet? Like, is the video really quiet? I'll just turn it up then. He's really quiet. The guy talking is like really quiet, but
matters of public interest.
Dogpack is quiet
on the screen. But yeah, here's the video. Okay, today I'm going to be covering Mr. Beast's Secret CEO.
See, this is the problem I have with a lot of this. As you guys can see with a lot of the things on screen, there's no context for any of these things. Like, there are text messages down here. There's no like name at the top. It's just messages. And I don't think, from what I've watched, I don't think he like shows any context to these messages. So, not saying Dogpack is a liar. Not saying Dogpack is a liar or anything, but like, you could fake these within an instant. Like, or if these are messages coming from other individuals, these could be faked like easily, which is my worry. Like, there's no context behind the messages. It's just pictures of messages that could mean anything and could be made up or something, which is, whoa, man, is right. I know it. You're going to love this part. You're going to love this part. But we'll
James
listen to
Warren, it. And his involvement in SA cover-ups, like the one including his best friend, LaKoya Hill, who also happens to be Mr. Beast's secret chief operating officer, or was. And then I want to touch on the man himself, Jimmy Donaldson.
Dude, even the picture of Jimmy, dude. Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to do that?
Publicly and transparently been engaging in a massive cover-up, deleting a lot of evidence. And I think a lot of this cover-up is going sort of completely under the radar. We're not even aware of what's being swept under the rug. And
oh, I didn't mean you worded anything, bro. I mean, no means no is such a wrong way to word that. It is, but that's how companies do it, is they say like no doesn't mean no. Like, you can still do it. If over 30 individuals come out with the same or similar story, it's likely pretty suspicious. Yes and no. I'll get into it, but like Weddle, whatever his name is, Weddle, Tyler Orr, I can make a very solid case as to why they're only doing this for the purpose of clout. Because it's pretty blatantly obvious. Like, Tyler Orr literally at the end of his video wanted you to donate to his fucking his GoFundMe, which was for $1 million. Like, why the fuck would we give you $1 million? Why? He wasn't even financially hurt by this at all. And he's like a he has a job. He's a successful editor who works for like million sub channels. He's like, fine. Why does he need $1 million? So it's just like a lot of these stories being told are just really bad. And they're just really like a lot of it can come off as clout hungry. We'll get into it with Chris Tyson's situation, the girl. Because that stuff is kind of shady. But a lot of the people that are going to come out about this stuff could just literally be dumping because, hey, Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber. And if I get on the good side of the public, I get good publicity. Tyler is a nothing burger guy. I don't trust anything he says. He did it for clout. Yeah, I mean, that, yeah. Generator apps, like you can add your own text and everything.
Getting away with hiding and deleting evidence. After I called out James Warren by name in my last video, his Instagram and Facebook got taken down, and his LinkedIn got taken down. So quick profile on James Warren. He's Jimmy's cousin and secret CEO, and I say secret because they're not very open about that fact. Like he doesn't post about it on social media. It wasn't ever attached to his LinkedIn. He's never featured or really referenced anywhere. I heard that he's very aggressive.
Dude, look, it's like this is like the Jimmy Donaldson family. Like this is awesome. This is like amazing.
I've heard him referred to as a psychopath who screams at people and hits his girlfriends.
What? Actually, wait a minute. I did not see that.
There's allegedly domestic violence charges that were filed against him. And I say allegedly because it turns out there's a lot of people in North Carolina named James Warren who assault their girlfriends, I guess.
It's not even real.
I'm still having people look into these cases. Specifically, that surprise witness on YouTube. She's been super helpful and like behind the scenes, just submitting,
I see Jimmy in those eyes.
Just helping me out a lot in general. She's super nice, super smart. She'll be posting a lot of updates on her channel, as she has been about the Mr. Beast situation.
Mr. Beast video caused a military operation.
James Warren, also allegedly an ex-drug addict. I've heard that he offered cocaine and hookers.
Did you see or hear anything about James Warren? Well, I was friends with some of the editors, and they told me that he offered them cocaine and hookers to stay late. Someone complained to HR about it, but nothing happened. Like, literally no action was taken at all.
To editors to stay late. And then the really big thing is that there was some incident between him.
Do you ever hear anything about James Warren and blank? I don't know anything. I heard they hooked up and that there was something weird about them, but that's it. Do you know anyone who would know more? I heard she got 3 years severance. I do remember hearing that. I don't know anyone who would know and be willing to talk about it. What? What does this prove? What does this even show? So the person they're asking is saying, I don't know. Not 100% sure. What? How do you know if the information is legit, though? That's my issue. That's my issue. Like, listen, I'm not saying Dogpack is doing this maliciously because so far he's shown some pretty tight things. Like, he's shown some things that are obvious and true. But when it comes to this really deep stuff, it's like you really have to tread lightly because how much of this shit is actually sexual assault, how much of this is real, how much of this is actually true. Because I just want to know the truth. I want to know if Jimmy here is actually like an evil individual, which right now he's showing us like James Warren, his cousin, who's the CEO. But it's like, I don't know if this is like horrible of me, but I don't care about James Warren. I care about what Mr. Beast is doing. Like, I care about what Mr. Beast is doing.
That resulted in the female colleague leaving the company and receiving 3 years in severance pay.
Yeah, apparently he diddled women and ate dogs and snorted crack off babies, allegedly. Oh my god.
I'm still actively looking into this incident, so if you have information, let me know. But I've heard from multiple credible sources that this is true. And this did happen.
Like, I don't care if you've heard from multiple credible sources. That doesn't prove shit, man. You have text messages of a fucking person saying, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know anything about it. Like, what?
So I should quickly clarify that a lot of this investigation is allegedly.
I hate Rosanna Pansino. I hate her with a burning passion. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. Fuck, dude.
The nature of these,
I hate
these
her.
instances. I have a lot of testimony, corroborating testimony.
Wait, what did that say at top? Everything outside of court documents is allegedly all parties are assumed innocent until proven guilty.
That's sort of the nature of these instances.
Okay.
I have a lot of testimony, corroborating testimony. But the reason I'm publishing this is that hopefully it brings more information to light. Like after the Jake Weddle interview got posted, which was all mostly testimony. people came out corroborating the
Dogpack,
story. And
talk
ultimately,
about the
Jimmy
shit.
ended
I
up
don't care about
apologizing
Jake.
and offering him $190,000, which to me, I think is
Oh, is this Mr. Beast? Hey, I wanted to reach out and say, I didn't watch this Jake video. I should watch that, actually. Hey, I wanted to reach out and say, because I heard bad things about it. I didn't mean to cause you mental stress with that video. I apologize. Clearly, it had an effect on you. You mentioned you'd like to be paid out the rest of the prize money, the other $190,000. And I'd love to make things right with you. I have zero expectations of you mentioning me sending you this money publicly or taking down any videos. This is me just wanting to help out and make sure you're good. I just need to know if you still use the same blank or not, or blank bank or not. We'll send the money on Monday. Wish you the best.
is most likely an admission of guilt. You know, you don't apologize for things that you didn't do. So anyway, I just want to get that.
I don't know wait, what? How does that mean that? If I don't get how that means that, because you mentioned you'd like to be paid out the rest of the money. Okay, well, I don't know how that's an admission of guilt because he's giving him money. He specifically stated, Jake specifically, if he did do this, if he stated that he wanted the rest of the money, and Mr. Beast is just saying like, hey, you mentioned you wanted the rest of the money. I'm willing to give you the rest of the money, and I'm sorry for, you know, the stress that we put you through. I don't know how that's an admission. I guess that's kind of an admission of guilt. Kind of, I guess, maybe. Well, he's just acknowledging that they didn't mean to put him through that mental stress, and maybe he wasn't aware that he put him through the mental stress, which I don't know if Mr. Beast was actually aware of it. Doesn't seem like he was at the time. I like her cake videos, and like, yeah, her cake videos are awesome in 2012. I watched her when she used to hang out with Markiplier, but she went like full schizo mode.
Is most likely an admission of guilt. You know, you don't apologize for things that you didn't do. So anyway, I just want to
That's not entirely true. There's plenty of YouTubers who have apologized for things that they indirectly did, or because they like, it's true, right? It's true that Jake went through like a struggle sometime after the thing. I don't think he's just gonna like not apologize. He's going to be like, yeah, I'm sorry that you got put through that, and like, I'm sorry that you went through mental stress. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not really an admission of like guilt, I guess. It's just him apologizing for the incident that happened afterwards and saying, I'll make it right by giving you the money that you wanted. Like,
get that out of the way. But what's not allegedly is that James Warren is the former COO of acquisitions of a real estate investment firm called Greenstone Ventures LLC, which is one of the businesses listed in this indictment of his former business partner, Joshua Hutchins, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison for running a real estate Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they.
I'm not gonna lie, if someone said that I tortured someone and then that someone said I needed to pay them for the trauma they endured and then I pay them, I mean, it's kind of admission, I guess. Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, the challenge he put him in, right? It's like, it's obvious that he's not lying about the trauma he experienced afterwards, but he's basically just saying like, hey, I want you to pay out the rest of the money to me, please. And Mr. Beast is just going, that's fine. Sure, I'll do that. That's not really like an admission of guilt. It's just kind of like he wanted that. It's not like the trauma that he experienced afterwards isn't real. It's like, obviously he experienced some mental anguish. I don't know what admission of guilt is in this situation, because it's not like it's faked. It's not like anyone. I don't know why Mr. Beast would go in a video and say like, oh, he's actually lying. He wasn't in mental anguish. Like, you know, like, why would he say that? Like, I don't even think that incident matters. I don't think that incident even fucking matters. I don't. I think Mr. Beast tried a challenge. It didn't work out. It put him through a lot of stress and it sucks. But I don't think that's like deserving of like saying like, oh, you're an evil person, right? Like, he said he wanted the rest of the money, $190,000. Mr. Beast is saying, you know what? So that we're on good terms, I'll give you that money. And then, or to at least try to be on good terms, I'll give you that money. And then that's kind of how he ends it. So I guess admission of guilt, but admission of guilt to something I don't give a fuck about.
They just go bust.
So before working on Mr. Beast, James Warren was involved in a literal fraud. In fact, he's actually mentioned in the court transcripts of this case. This is the sentence hearing for Joshua Hutchins. I'm going to highlight testimony from just one of these victims, a retirement age woman named Sylvia. She testifies, I came to know Mr. Hutchins through a very reputable and successful real estate attorney who highly recommended.
What does this have anything to do with James Warren? And what does this have anything to do with Mr. Beast? This is about James Hutchins, the guy who committed a Ponzi scheme?
Recommended Mr. Hutchins and who eventually left his agency to become the chief operating officer of Mr. Hutchins' investment firm. The chief operating officer of Mr. Hutchins' investment firm. She explains that the reason she trusted Mr. Hutchins was through the strong recommendation and endorsement from that very reputable and successful real estate agent. He represented Mr. Hutchins as highly competent and capable. He presented a successful track record and how Mr. Hutchins had delivered for other investments. On the next page, page 16, she testifies.
Okay, but this is, oh, Jesus Christ, I just attacked you guys. I'm sorry, I'm swinging a pencil around and I smacked the mic. This is kind of reminding me of the Logan Paul thing with CoffeeZilla, where in the original CoffeeZilla video made about Logan Paul, he was more talking about the individuals who actually committed a scam through, what's it called? CryptoZoo. And he wasn't directly saying like Logan Paul is a scam artist. He was essentially just saying like, hey man, these people did horrible things with your, you know, your like NFT stuff. Just pay back the victims and everything should be fine. Do we just get hate crimes by you? Yes. But it sounds kind of like that, which I mean, I'm going to be that guy, but like, I don't know how like this guy committing a Ponzi scheme means that James Warren was also involved. I don't know if maybe I'll listen to the rest of it, but
My trust was and has been severely violated. This is the equivalent of financial. Many of us entrusted Mr. Hutchins,
Jesus.
who we've come to know to be fraudulent. Just $1.3+ million of worthless paper signed by him fraudulently misrepresented in the courts. So Hutchins was convicted for soliciting investment monies by telling victims that their money would be put to work on a specific property. In fact, Hutchins did not put all the investor funds to work on the property on which the investor was solicited to invest, and instead regularly used investor funds on other properties or personal expenses. Now, what kind of personal expenses? Well, apparently he bought an AR-15 and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. His wife had a
What the
domestic
fuck?
violence order of protection against him. He's accused of calling his wife a lying rat and sending menacing photos of himself in tactical gear in the woods to her friends and family. Again, according to Sylvia's
what
testimony,
the
James
fuck?
Warren represented Mr. Hutchins at
What the fuck? What? Dude. Okay, Dog Pack. That's awesome. I love it. Listen, brother, I love it. I think that's awesome. Who is James Hutchins? He has nothing to do with the Mr. Beast company. I don't care. What? Bro, I don't know if he's just trying to like show us about like, oh, this guy worked with this guy once and he's evil and here's all the evil things he did. But like just being not related, but just being like closely related or knowing somebody doesn't mean that you are the same person as that person. Like I cool, James Hutchins is evil. Like, yeah, he is. He did a Ponzi scheme. He's like a bad person. Like, that's awesome, dude. Like, I think that's amazing. But like, that has nothing to do with like Mr. Beast or any of these people. Wait a bit. Okay, but it's normal to pause. I don't like doing reaction content on streams unless I'm pausing consistently
as
because I don't
highly
want to steal
competent and
content.
capable. She continues on page 17. James Warren, the then realtor who recommended me to Hutchins, also encouraged us to work with Mr. Hutchins on trying to make it work. And we did until it became very evident as to his apparent intent of complete fraud. So James appearing to sort of try to mediate this exchange, saying, hey, give him a chance. Don't pursue him. Don't sue him. Just make it work, right? The real losses due to fraud are evident. Financially, he's devastated my retirement. I can only hope and thank the good Lord that I have a brain to be able to function and try to earn back as much as possible.
Okay.
The impact, over $1.3 million in real losses. These are not, I got a piece of property. It was all fraud. She goes on to describe her financial troubles through the years, supporting her mother who had Alzheimer's disease, how in the crash
Let's
of
let him
2008,
finish
she
this
lost
real
her
quick.
job and for 2 years was unemployed. In 2014, she had a severe cancer diagnosis, was out of work for over a year. She continues, in spite of all that, I've lived very frugally and tried to make things work. I've made him know of all my history and I told him I could not take the risk. He and James Warren, the then realtor, stated, oh, real estate. She goes on to describe how they presented it as a safe investment opportunity for her.
Okay. Okay. So he was like kind of his right-hand man. He was like the right-hand man in this situation. Oh, hey, Sweet Pea. Okay. So James Warren was kind of like his friend who would be like the middle ground of saying like, it's kind of like when you're, at a company and someone offers you like a thing that's outrageous, and then you have the guy next to him saying like, "Oh, don't worry, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's actually a good idea," and then starts to list off like these things. Why do you keep saying Ludwig? He didn't even do anything wrong. Are you talking, are you like referring to the JoJo video? Because you realize JoJo like admitted that the video wasn't a good video. That's true. That's true. We don't know 100% if James Warren was aware of it being a Ponzi scheme too. Unless we get information about it being a Ponzi scheme. Like he was like knowing of it. I'm assuming he does though. Like I'm gonna assume that he is aware that this is like a Ponzi scheme. I'm gonna assume that James Warren is in on the Ponzi scheme, maybe. But I guess there is a chance that maybe like James wasn't aware that this was a Ponzi scheme. Maybe. I don't know. Not too sure about that one. He encouraged this guy? Well, yeah, but that's what I mean is like you could be friends with somebody and be like, yeah, he's a nice guy, give him a chance. And then later on down the line, you realize they're like an actual, you know, they're a bad person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it's not like he was sitting in a room with him going like, oh yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. Essentially, like people would just be like, I don't really think I want to do business with this guy. And then James would just be like, oh, I know him. He's a cool guy. You should give him a chance. Like that could literally mean anything. Usually a boss knows what's going on inside his company. Well, he isn't a boss. He's just a realtor. He's a real estate agent. I believe. He's not the boss. The Hutchinson guy is he's the owner, the boss. He's the big boss man. James is just a guy saying like, oh, he's a nice guy. Like, give him a chance. That's what he's doing. But like, yeah, I'm 50-50. Like he could have either not known about the Ponzi scheme stuff or he was in on the Ponzi scheme stuff. Which, I mean, it's up to debate. We don't really know. But this person specifically named James Warren in their little report. So that's kind of, you know what I mean? That's kind of a interesting thing to name specifically James Warren.
And then James Warren's business partner defrauded her of $1.3 million. Now, can I claim definitively that James Warren was aware of the fraud that was taking place and willingly complicit in helping Mr. Hutchins defraud old ladies? No. But from what I've heard of James Warren's character, how he's hit ex-girlfriends, not let them leave the house, beat his dog.
Keep in mind, you're like, evidence of him hitting his ex-girlfriend is that you looked up James Warren and you found out there's multiple James Warrens that have hit their girlfriends. Like, it's not just one guy. So, like, what? You didn't even, like, show evidence or proof of it. You didn't even show proof. What? That's a court document, so I'm pretty sure. Well, in the court document, she's not explicitly saying that James Warren knew of it. She's just saying that he would be like, he's a nice guy. If one went to jail, and they would have gotten the other one too from my POV. That is actually a really good, that is a good thought process. Yeah, you would think if this guy was in on the Ponzi scheme, he'd get arrested just as much as this guy would. So, yeah, I agree. He wasn't on trial, so I don't know. This is speculation. This is all speculation. This is just Dogpack saying like, hey, I think this guy beats his girlfriend because why not? Hey, I think this guy is a scammer because his friend scammed somebody and he likes him. Like, it's speculations. It's like, we don't know if he is. Do we have like explicit proof that he's doing this stuff? No, then I can't say anything. Like, we literally cannot say anything.
Defrauded people in his own ways. Creative Juice is an interesting one that could be looked into. which was done with Mr. Beast, as well as another scheme that we'll get into that he conducted with LaKoya Hill. I personally believe that when he was working with Mr. Hutchins, he was in similar company. I think the COO of acquisitions would know and be sort of responsible for properties not being properly acquired through the court system. But again, that's my opinion. That's all allegedly. Now, on to his alleged best friend, LaKoya Hill. They both went to UNC Chapel Hill together, and they both, after graduating, got
I think
into
this part's
real
going to get
estate.
pretty
But by 2017,
interesting.
LaKoya Hill was running an adult entertainment event business in San Francisco called LaKoya Hill Entertainment. Then in 2019, he was hired to Mr. Beast as a producer.
Our party evolved into this place where, you know, you have the drag queens, the muscle daddies, the bears, the twinks, the like posh boys.
Now, I'm all for personal freedoms. I
This
believe that
guy's
everyone should
based.
do whatever they want. However, I question what qualified the sort of go-go dance drag daddy of San Francisco for a job producing YouTube content for children. But, you know, it'd also be weird if Mr. Beast hired Johnny Sins as the janitor, I guess.
Well, I mean, like, who cares? Who cares if he's hired on? Like, that's something I don't really give a fuck about. Like, I understand I do agree, like, the whole idea, like, oh, if you make, like, content where it surrounds, like, you know, porn, essentially, you shouldn't also be in charge of making content for kids. But the Mr. Beast brand is Mr. Beast. It's not LaKoya Hill or whatever. It's not like his content's being promoted through Mr. Beast or anything. It's like it's on another separate, you know, plane of existence. So I could give two shits just as long as the people involved are, you know, making the content that is for kids, it's safe and stuff, then that's fine. Like having Chris Tyson on the team, you know, and knowing about weird shit Chris Tyson is doing, yeah, I would say that's like evil. I would say like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Or like, let's say Mr. Beast, the hiring of Dakota, right? Not Dakota, Delaware. Like having a registered sex offender hired onto your team that makes videos that is clearly aimed for children and having him in videos and stuff is scary because it could mean he was on set in places. It could mean he was there during times. We don't know, but it's putting people in danger because this guy's a registered sex offender. It doesn't matter if Jake the Viking thinks that he's a good guy who won't do anything again or something, right? It's like if he's in the vicinity of somebody who is underage, that is like a scary thing to do as a team. You should not do that. Or like, let's say Mr. Beast, this is not me saying he is, I'm just saying as an example, like, let's say Mr. Beast was the Chris Tyson, maybe he was like messaging minors. Like that's really scary that he is in charge of that stuff. Or let's say Mr. Beast is in charge of a porn company, right? Like he makes porn. He should probably not be making kids content on top of making porn content. Like that's weird. But like just because the CEO is a guy who runs a lot of porn stuff, it doesn't like, I don't care. As long as he's not involved in the video creation and stuff, then
It's not the real issue, though. The issue is that in late 2021, he was allegedly fired for sexually assaulting his assistant. Now, I put fired in quotation marks because he was actually quietly moved to the dubbing company, which was Unilingo at the
it's
time.
another alleged
There is,
too, which pisses me off.
Proof that he used the LaKoya at unilingo.tv email, links back to him, links to these photos, one of which was the profile picture for his YouTube channel, which also after my first video, his YouTube channel mysteriously got deleted. And at some point, his Twitter also got deleted. I don't know if that's when he sexually assaulted his assistant. I don't know if that's after my first video got posted. Either way, Booty Call Wednesdays are canceled.
No
He was
more
actually
Booty
brought-
Call Wednesdays. That's fucked up. No more Booty Call Wednesdays. Are you serious? What the hell? No more Booty Call Wednesdays? You people are stripping me of what the fuck? Chad, is this real? No more Booty Call Wednesdays? You people are getting real. You guys are getting real fucking greedy here, all right? I'm all for calling out evil people, but are you really gonna take my Booty Call Wednesdays away from me? Whatever.
Back to Mr. Beast in 2023 after sexually assaulting his assistant prior and promoted to Chief Financial Officer, which is how I personally was introduced to him. Here's some evidence from the internal Slack channel at Mr. Beast showing LaKoya Hill acting in some COO capacity, saying there's news reporters outside, do not engage with them.
This is something I don't know how to feel about because I do think it's a little crazy and a little evil. Should be the new booty call host. I should take on the booty call Wednesdays and bring it back to life. This is the thing that I'm really like iffy on, because earlier he said that the sexual assault is alleged. So if it's alleged, I don't think, like, here's the reality. I don't know if this is evil, but I don't know if you should lose your job or not, because it's alleged. It's not 100% proven. Nothing's proven. But he originally lost his position, and then he recently got hired again later, right? And if it's alleged, is that really evil, or is that like what would it make it? Because if it's alleged sexual assault, it's not even proven yet. Then at what point do we say, like, does he not deserve a job? Like, does he not deserve a career or something? Is there any record? He has to say allegedly because Mr. Beast was trying to nitpick everything. So, I mean, if this is a proven thing, he wouldn't say allegedly. Which, if he's not going to show us proof of him actually sexually assaulting somebody or a case study of it or something, then I don't, like, it is alleged. Then it is alleged. It's not proven. If he has to say allegedly on it, then that means it's alleged. That doesn't mean it's true. Just because he's saying that everything is alleged means it's not true. He can say something is true if it's true. If he has evidence right up on the fucking board here saying, like, this guy's saying, like, yeah, I just raped somebody, he doesn't have to say alleged. He can say it's true. Yeah, allegedly doesn't mean save you from lawsuit. Like, if it's true, yeah, if it was proven, authorities would be involved, but they aren't. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, is like, it's alleged. So I'm struggling to understand if maybe that's evil of them to rehire, because, you know, at what level would, like, alleged sexual assault get you to lose everything, right? Like, because we see with YouTubers, right, where, like, YouTubers are alleged sexual assaulters or alleged, like, pedophiles or something. It's like, just because someone is an alleged pedophile, right, doesn't mean that they should be kicked out of their fucking, like, place of work forever and they can never make videos again because it's alleged. We don't even know. Like, we have no clue if this is even true. We have to wait for, like, evidence, right? It's kind of like with Delaware, right? Where Delaware is on the registered sex offender list, meaning he went through a trial and the judge said that he is evil, right? He basically was like, I'm going to put you on the registered sex offender list because he took the plea deal, which essentially means, yep, him saying I'm guilty. So what the fuck you mean authorities? Mr. Beast is rich. He's a rich guy. He can cover up anything and pay for anything. Okay, but that means nothing unless there's proof that someone, like, paid for him to get outed of, like, authority figures. What? That doesn't mean anything. Unless this guy's going to go on a tangent about how Mr. Beast, like, paid off the police so that they don't arrest him. I don't, like, what? I don't care. This guy isn't Mr. Beast. The judge basically said, he is evil.
Shortly after the Time magazine article came out. So here I have a document showing testimony from former Mr. Beast employees talking about LaQuia Hill. When I say verified
this
former Mr. Beast
again,
employees,
I don't mean to pause so much, but this is what I mean. There's missing context. We don't, like, what is this? What is all this? Because this could all be faked. I'm not saying he's, like, a fucking liar. I'm not trying to claim you're a big liar, but, like, there's no context. It's just a picture of a message. It could be anything.
I had them send some form of proof. I know who some of these people are. They just want to remain anonymous, but you know, I'm willing to share this.
Vuk, I mean, he was, like, convicted. He, like, admitted a plea deal. I'm sure he, like, did some horrible things to an 11-year-old. I don't think he actually is, like, innocent. Like, you don't admit a plea deal in a case of, like, sexual assault against a minor. Like, he 100% did something horrible.
This with, like, an independent third party if it needs to happen. Personally, I don't think Mr. Beast is going to deny sort of this LaQuia Hill story that I'm going to show you.
Oh, this is a
here's the first
third-party
testimony, and I'll say
testament. This isn't
person
even the
is
fucking
especially credible,
victim.
in my opinion. I asked them, did you see or hear of any sexual misconduct at the company? They say, yes, LaQuia Hill, the current COO. In 2021, he had an assistant named
Blank.
his name. I heard LaQuia acted very inappropriately with victim. booking hotel rooms with only one bed, walking around in his underwear, having victim come to his house, and showing him his sex toy collection. Just in general, LaKoya made victim uncomfortable. Victim started complaining to higher-ups, and a report got written. LaKoya was put on paid leave for like a month. Then MrBeast moved him to the dubbing company, and he was hired back in 2023 and was promoted to COO, even though Jimmy, James, and Sue 100% know his history. Also, I heard that when Victim was let go, he was given $30,000 in severance. I could get you Victim's number. I don't know if he'd talk. I responded, yeah, that'd be great. Also, is there proof he moved to the dubbing company? I could look. It was the original dubbing company called Unilingo. MrBeast practically forced them to hire LaKoya, and then they poached Unilingo's employees and copied their whole business and created Creator Global.
This is just word of mouth from like a random third party. Oh, pissed at Jake the Viking for acting like everything's fine. Yeah, I think Jake is just retarded. But this is what I mean is like, this is like a random third party. Like how much of this is like genuinely true? This isn't even the victim speaking on the matter or of what actually happened. This is just a person saying like, yeah, this person like complained about it. And it's like, no one went to the authorities. They just, they moved him to a new company and then later hired him back in a different position and no one said anything? Really? Like this guy sexually assaulted somebody? And all they did was just move him around a little bit and no one cared? Even the victim? I don't know. To me, that's just like a little crazy. Now, to be fair, I'll let Dogpack upload. All right, true. I think he should have come out with a counter argument or some sort of rebuttal. And if he knows that, just a personal. Okay, but you got to give him time to respond to the information, Vuk. You can't just like say he's just ignoring it. According to MrBeast, they are actually working on a said response. According to this entire situation. I mean, he even said it at the beginning, right? No, why would you do that? Why would you come out about everything immediately? That's like really stupid. That's actually a really bad idea. That's a terrible idea. That's like a really, really stupid idea. If you want to come out of this in a smart way, you need to take your time, look at everything, and address it properly. You don't just address something the instant someone says something about you, because if he makes a slip up, he makes a slip up, right? But how do you respond to hiring a sex offender? I don't know. You don't. He probably just has to say in the video that he admits fault of hiring a horrible person. Does that mean he should lose all of his channel and everything? No. I don't think he should lose his channel for something some other guy did. It's not like you can't make a rebuttal against Delaware. Okay? He's not Delaware. Listen, I'm in agreeance that hiring Delaware is evil. Like, I think it's evil that he did that, but he isn't Delaware. Like, he's not a sexual assaulter. He's not, like, on the sex offender list. I don't give a fuck if Delaware was on the sex offender list, because this is about MrBeast and his channel. Do I think MrBeast should lose his channel for hiring a sex offender? No. Do I think that MrBeast... Okay, but I don't think he should lose everything for hiring a bad person. Okay, I don't care. Brother, I don't know how to tell you this, but companies all over the world hire people who are evil. Punishment of what? What punishment? Losing everything? Losing all 600 million subscribers? Losing the entire channel? You do realize that's like his form of... I understand he's rich, but that's like... Like, I'm gonna put this into perspective, right? You would rather him get rid of all of his channels. Keep in mind, a lot of these channels, he gives money away to people in need over him hiring one guy who is evil. Do you really think that a guy who gives money and gives things away to people, because ultimately what he's doing is good, okay? Even though MrBeast has done some pretty shitty things, right? Even though MrBeast has done some pretty shitty things, he does give away money to people in need. And I don't think I don't think he should lose things because of the fact that, well, he probably is going to lose sponsors. Like, but I don't know. Like he's going to lose sponsors. I'm sure. There's probably already people on the phone with him going like, "Hey, we can't sponsor you anymore." With all this stuff happening right now. I'm sure he's already gotten those calls. And if that's the case, cool. He lost sponsors. But I don't think he should lose everything for it. Because all of these people that Dogpack is exposing are people that aren't Mr. Beast. Punishment is he has to upload more Mr. Beast philanthropy stuff. Yeah, that is actually, I mean, to be fair, that's a good punishment, right? He has to give a bunch of money away to people. So he's already lost investors in people. Okay, so then there you go. Like, that's my point, essentially, is like, I don't mind Dogpack pointing out the negatives inside the company and what's going on. That's great, right? But like, at the end of the day, does he deserve to lose his fucking channel? No. Is it hard for sexual offenders to find jobs anyways? I feel like if he's actively trying to be a better person, then good on him for seeking gainful employment. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I wouldn't hire someone on the registry. That's just me. I wouldn't do it. He should lose his channel right now. However, if part 3 proves even more stuff, then he should maybe even get canceled. I don't know what to say, man. Like, you thinking he deserves to like lose everything is crazy. He literally gives shit away to people. Like, I understand a lot of this stuff is like evil, but like he's done more good than evil. That's the harsh reality we're living in right now, Vuk. He has done way more good than he's done evil. I'm not trying to defend Mr. Beast, okay? I think what he's done is bad. But if we're looking at this through this lens, right? He has done way more good than he has done bad. And I'm not about to sit here and say he deserves, these people who deserve help should be taken, like that help taken away from them simply because this guy hired a guy. That is evil. However, as of right now, not really. However, as of right now, I worded it badly. Oh, however, as of right now. I think I remember Ava's boyfriend telling that the investors were freaking out, so I think that's probably... Oh, yeah, the investors essentially... Yeah, we'll get into that, actually. That's a good point to make. That's a good point.
Verified employee number 2. Ask them the same question. Have you heard of any sexual misconduct at the company? They say yes. I don't know how to spell their name, but Lakoya, something like that. He was brought in last year after having not worked there.
Okay, but as of right now, part 3 proves more stuff, then yeah, he should lose his shit. No, he shouldn't. If part 3 proves that Mr. Beast sexually assaulted somebody, yeah, sure, he should lose his platform. But if it's like proof that someone in the company sexually assaulted somebody, I'm sorry, but no, he should not lose his channel. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Mr. Beast is not Delaware. Mr. Beast is not Lakoya. Mr. Beast is not Chris. Mr. Beast is not random guy working at the company. Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast. If he's not sexually assaulting somebody, I could give 2 fucking shits about him losing his channel. I think he should be scrutinized, but he shouldn't lose his channel. If he's going to give money away and support people, I'd rather him do that. I'd rather him give money away and do good things with the money than to lose everything because other people within the company are bad people.
For a year or so at a very high level. I respond Lakoya Hill. They say the reason he had been asked to leave previously is that he had sexually harassed someone that still worked at the company when he was brought back. Yes, Lakoya Hill. But they brought him back knowing he had sexually harassed an employee previously. And people often talk about Lakoya making them very uncomfortable on shoots. Verified employee number 3. I'm looking into more accusations of sexual misconduct at the company, wondering if there's anything you could corroborate. Have you heard of anything about Lakoya Hill? They respond, the old gay guy who likes to bang 18-year-old straight employees. Yeah, I've heard of him. Anything non-consensual to your knowledge? I heard he got in trouble for hooking up with his 18-year-old straight assistant, but the company kept it quiet from what I heard. He's a producer and worked in the adult entertainment before Mr. Beast. Yeah, Lakoya Hill Entertainment. I heard he was fired for sexual harassment, then brought back a year later. That's what I heard too. Employee number 4. Do you know who Lakoya Hill is? Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. This amount of employees is pretty bad. If this amount of employees are saying, yeah, he's known for doing something with his assistant, that means something had to have happened between him and his assistant. We obviously don't know what happened because I don't think he contacts the assistant, but this is a bad look on Lakoya, of course. Wait, I missed the chat. I don't really agree. Yes, they need employment, but not in a children's entertainment industry, in my opinion. It's unnecessary risk. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he should be hired back into an industry with that involves like entertainment for children. This is running cover-ups. I mean, okay, that's speculation. We're not going off of speculation. We're going off of what's true and what isn't true. We can't speculate. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't. Doing cover-ups for sex offenders and criminals is illegal. I don't think it... What? Okay, first of all, not once have we talked about a cover-up. We're not talking about... No one's covered up anything yet. There's no cover-ups. All he did was move him to a different company and move him back into the company, right? That's not a cover-up. And if you think that's illegal... you're like retarded. That's not illegal. That's like not that. Well, yeah, but you're speculating on something that hasn't even been shown yet. Come on, Vuk. Come on, Vuk. All right, come on, man. I know you're fucking with me here, but come on. I know you're fucking with me here, but we're not even in cover-ups. We're not even talking about cover-ups. There's no like cover-up yet. We haven't even talked about a cover-up. Cover-up, cover-up, cover-up. Fuck. That's not the point of the third part video. Dogpack stated in the third part. Dogpack stated in the third part that it's about sexual assault victims in the company. That doesn't mean it's a cover-up. Just because someone's sexually assaulted doesn't mean it has to be addressed to the public every time it happens. Sometimes people get sexually assaulted and they just go straight to the police and that's it. Or sometimes people get sexually assaulted and they go to fucking nobody. And then that's it. It'd have to be something crazy. Like someone gets sexually assaulted and instead of firing the guy, Mr. Beast has to be like, all right, we're going to make sure that all this evidence is burned. I'll never back down from being an annoying retard. I'm sorry, Marcus, but being annoying is my everything. Oh my God.
Yes, and you're aware of the case that has been covered up for some time. Explain. Essayed multiple people, apparently roofied multiple people as well. Verified employee number 5. I'll also say this person is especially credible.
Like, see,
but they worked there a while ago.
like apparently, I don't care about apparentlys. I want to know if he actually roofies people or does like horrible things. Like, I don't care about apparentlys.
Like 2020, 2021, around then. Okay, few things. Lakoya sexually assaulted his assistant who was straight and Lakoya was gay. You probably already know that. But James is best friends with him, so holy shit was that surprising that they kept him around way longer than they should have. There were reports of him making the assistant sleep in the same room / bed with him on trips, touching him inappropriately, and dangling his job in front of him. Employee number 6. Did you hear anything about Lakoya Hill? I heard that incident happened. I heard they let him go, and I heard they brought him back and just put him in a different department. And I don't know, but I think he's working there again. Now recently, Mr. Beast has let Lakoya Hill go. They had this sort of leaked email where they say, therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO, right? Alluding to the fact that Lakoya Hill is no longer working there. Now,
Is this recency? Like they just got rid of Lakoya? Was this I don't know how long ago this was. Was this recent? I'm guessing. They must have fired him recently. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, what? Wait, is Fred Durst saying stuff in chat? Because I'm not seeing it. Yeah, that's fair. I still think it's a bad look. He apparently on some videos, but don't know if he was regularly in contact with children. I don't know. Still think it's unnecessary risk. Like a big liability, by the way. I'm Italian, so my English is bad. You got some pretty good English for someone who's Italian. You, like, eat meatballs and, like, spaghetti and stuff. And you make, like, pizzas all the time, right? I'm Marcus the racist. Also, they can't really fire the Lakoya for, say, without actual real evidence because they can't. They can get countersued by Lakoya also. Yeah, I was going to say, that's actually a really good point to make. That is a thing. If you fire somebody for... When you fire people, you need to like you need to have a reason to fire somebody, right? And if it's like an alleged thing within the company that people are alleging, you can't fire that person. Or like you said, LaKoya could just basically be like, hey, they fired me for like not a valid reason. They just spread a rumor. They spread a rumor around about me essaying somebody. Now your messages are showing up. No, your English is better than most, and I'm not coming up. Maybe you said something, it just didn't show up. Hello, Void. What's up, Void? Now I'm wondering what was Mr. Beast's demographic during Delaware employment, and that would change my opinion. Oh, that's very true. I don't know how long he was there for. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he was around during the time where it's definitely kids content, because he was doing like the whole, you know, challenges stuff, which is still pertaining to a lot of children. So I would say Delaware was around during that time. So I don't think it's like something that needs to be looked into. You did eat pasta today. All right, that's based. That's awesome. Sort by all messages. Yeah, I must have here. Let me just. Oh, that's evil. I can't see. 2021 was, yeah, he was definitely doing kids content during 2021. I'm very split on everything here, but like there's so many people saying similar stuff. I would jump to anything yet, but it's so... Yeah, don't get me wrong. The amount of people involved definitely suggests that this LaKoya guy is like definitely done something weird. But what essentially we're getting at is he can't fire somebody for not false allegations, but speculations. You can't fire somebody because someone thinks they sexually assaulted them. Like someone else in the company said, hey, you sexually assaulted me, right? You would need the victim to be like, hey, Jimmy, he sexually assaulted me and I want him gone. And if he didn't do that and he just moved him to a different company and then hired him later on, that's like fucked up. Do we know when he was fired? I don't know when Delaware was fired. It was a few years ago. He was like brought on as manager and then he was like let go, like I think about a few years after. I mean, I'm not sure. All I know is he was eventually fired. So like all I really care about is that he was hired, and then it doesn't really matter that he's fired now. Doesn't change the fact that he was hired. But
our new president and COO, right? Alluding to the fact that LaKoya Hill is no longer working there. Now, I have been open with Mr. Beast about the fact that I was going to cover LaKoya Hill. This is a single frame in my first video where I reference LaKoya. He's also in my Twitter header. And I've also just told people who work at Mr. Beast that they have to let LaKoya Hill go.
Oh, shit.
Twitter header. And I've also just told people who work at Mr. Beast.
What is your idea of a good resolution? From what I'm hearing, James Warren has to be let go. LaKoya Hill and others have to be investigated. Accountability has to be taken publicly. Also, just for optics, they probably should make things right with Jake Weddle and similar victims. Dude, from what I'm hearing, James Warren has to be let go. You have not proven me anything to suggest that James Warren should be, like, fired. I'm sorry, but, like, you said James Warren was friends with the guy who did a Ponzi scheme. Like, you can't fire somebody for being friends with someone. You just said allegedly he hit his girlfriend. Like, he might have hit his girlfriend. Dude, you can't fire somebody for that. You can't. I don't know what to say, dude.
They have to let LaKoya Hill go. So they did what I wanted and let him go, right? Well, just on a whim, I decided to look into the Creator Global LinkedIn, and it had gone private to where everyone just shows.
I feel like he already changed, but oh well. It doesn't matter. Like here's the thing. He can, like, the thing with people who are sex offenders and stuff like that, it's like, listen, if you're on the sex offender list and you're free to go, live your life and do whatever you gotta do. But stay as far away from children as you can. Now, of course, he got married and had kids. That doesn't mean anything to me. I still don't think it changes anything. He could still be an evil person. There's plenty of people who are sexual assaulters and, you know, creeps that are fathers of children. So, I mean, I don't know. I still think it's like very weird that you would hire somebody who's on the registry, you know?
Was up as a LinkedIn member, right? But I saw this, LinkedIn member, president of Creator Global. I thought, you know what, that's a little suspicious. So I reached out to one of my connections close to Mr. Beast and I said, hey, can you look into this account for me? Because sometimes if you have connections, you can see private LinkedIn accounts. And this is what they saw. LaKoya Hill
Like Jake Weddle and Delaware met according to Jake the Viking. So what did Jake Weddle know about Delaware? He knew that he was a sex offender. He knew. Everyone knew. When you're on the sex offender registry, you have to let everyone in your vicinity, or whoever you're working for, know that you're on the sex offender list. That's how it works. Like when you move into a new house, you have to let everybody within a mile radius know that you're on the sex offender registry. You have to you basically have to send an email out, or I think a text. It's like an automated text message or something. I don't know what it is, but they send it to pretty much anyone living in the area, saying, "Hey, I'm on the registered sex offender list." So everyone in the company knows. Like everybody in the company, whenever they were working there, when Delaware was there, they all knew that he was a sex offender. They all knew. Every single one of them. I don't want to hear a single person claim that they didn't know. They knew. They had to know. Every single one of them. All right, I'm done schizo. I'll look into it. If I find out, I'll update y'all in the future. Damn, America is weird. I wish it was like this over here. They don't do that? I'm pretty sure Dogpack has concrete evidence, but it's waiting for Mr. Beast's response or part 2. However, I'm 100% that he has full list of proof. Hopefully. Or actually, not hopefully. I hope nobody was sexually assaulted, but if you're racist and homophobic, you can change. I used to be homophobic when I was younger, and as I grew up, I changed, but being sex offender or PDF file, yeah, buddy, you should not be letting your kids. It's not really the same thing. Yeah, I agree. It's a lot different. There are definitely people in the world who are, against gay people. I'm losing my voice. You can learn. You were a child. Difference with Delaware is he was a 16-year-old and he did something horrible. And the best way to put it is you can definitely become somewhat of a better person, but the consensus from most people is that if you're going to live life, you shouldn't be living life around children. You probably shouldn't be like some famous figure. You should just, get a job somewhere and live your life. That's literally it. That's how I see it. If you're on the registered sex offender list and you're looking to be a better person and looking to change, the best way to change is to literally just, hey, get a job and live your life. That's it. Over here, we don't have sex offender registry to my knowledge, and SA cases are a nightmare to prosecute. Also because the age of consent is 14. Oh my Lord. That is disgusting. Oh, what the fuck? That's weird. That's what it's like in Italy. I hope that if he has proof, he doesn't sit on it until Mr. Beast makes his response. Dumbest move Dogpack could make, in my opinion. Yeah. He needs to provide everything. He does state at the beginning of this video that he needs to get approval from a bunch of people before posting the third part, which I understand. I get it. You're going to wait. So I get it. I get it. But I think this video is stupid at that point. I think this video is it doesn't make any sense, because this video is just essentially saying here's a bunch of people who work in his company and they're all allegedly bad people, but there's no specific proof. It's just hearsay from people saying, yeah, they're a sexual assaulter. It's listen, buddy, if you have proof of this, just save it for the video. Don't say that this LaCoya Hill guy is a sexual assaulter, allegedly, instead of just throwing it out there, right? That's what I don't understand, right? I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. Which is a good thing for society. I don't like it either. It's for privacy laws, if I remember correctly. All I know about Italy is their government's been going to shit recently. I've heard a lot of bad things about their government.
Listed as the current president at Creator Global. No work history between graduating UNC in May 2001 and becoming the president at Creator Global in 2024. Dude, this is the 3-cup game where you got to keep track of the pets and racists as Mr. Beast just moves them between companies.
They just sort of kept moving them around. Like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
Which I heard, Mr. Beast or James Warren forced Unilingo to hire LaCoya as sort of part of their partnership without, sending them the report on his alleged sexual misconduct at the company. I also have a voice memo from James Warren showing that they told Unilingo to process a $28,000 bonus for LaCoya, which there's definitely something suspicious going on with that.
Hey, buddy, it's James. Sorry to be bothering you. I've done my absolute best not to bother you. But LaCoya had presented a bunch of stuff to me and Jimmy a little bit ago, all really great stuff. But he had asked me and Jimmy personally, he's like, hey, can I have a $28,000 bonus for work I did in the past? And I'm like, yeah, of course, man. And the reason for that is I had brought him up to my level, and I don't take bonuses. So for like 2 years, he didn't get any bonuses when our guys were getting like crazy percentage bonuses. I need a favor. Sue cannot process this bonus through Beast. I need a solid. Can you please process a 28K bonus for Lakoya? Let me know. Bye.
And then they used Lakoya to try to steal Unilingo's business, poach their employees, take their clients, and then Mr. Beast launched Creator Global, where Lakoya Hill is currently listed as the president. So that's Lakoya Hill. And that's just what I can put on the record. I'll say that if Mr. Beast...
That's interesting, but is there proof? Is there like proof that happens? That he like tried to steal Yulingo? Or are you just gonna say that he did that? Like, whoa. What? Because him making his own company for the same purpose that Yulingo exists is not evil. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care if he does that. Hopefully Mr. Beast can take Dogpack to court soon, so discovery can happen. Yeah, I don't want people to be in court, and I really don't want this to be taken to court, but I feel like court is the only way we're going to get like actual real shit coming out instead of just Dogpack sitting here going, hyping up a video, hyping up shit, like as if this is some sort of like fucking, I don't even know, dude. He's like hyping it. It's like, dude, stop hyping this shit. Yeah, we have unironically fascist around. Let's not get into that. Oh yeah, I remember. There's still people who, I think I learned this. I don't know if this is true, but there are people who in government that like not relate, but they liked how it used to be back when, what's his name, Mussolini? The guy who was running fascism around. They like I heard that they unironically want fascism back in Italy. Like, that's crazy to me. That's a yikes. That 28K is also a yikes. I'm not going to lie. How's that a yikes? I don't know. I don't think giving money to, like, a bonus to a guy is evil. I think he's just trying to say, like, hey, there was a sexual assaulter in your company, and now they're trying to give him bonuses. It's like, well, again, it's alleged, so I don't care. It's competition. I doubt Mr. Beast can actually do that because he knows he's done illegal stuff. Yeah, the dude who got hanged. I've also heard a lot of involvement with not the cartel, sorry, the mafia being in charge. They did fascist parties. I've heard a lot about the cartel. I'm used to the cartel where I'm at, but mafia being involved in government, and then just some presidential leaders. I think the president, either the president or someone, I've heard something about either, not the president, but the person who's in charge right now, or either just someone else who wants to be in charge is a fascist. So that is a yikes. I apologize that you have to live in that, because that's scary. Like, that's actually like genuinely scary. So hopefully things change someday over there. Hopefully. Because that's fucked. That's actually like evil. But no, saying something like that is crazy. We'll get into it. Maybe he says more.
Tries to deny this, more evidence will be brought to light, and more people will definitely come out defending me, saying, hey, this is true. These allegations are true. This is all true. Allegedly, in my opinion, for legal reasons. Okay, now let's move
Okay.
on to the man himself, Jimmy Donaldson. First, I'll show this testimony from
He didn't show any proof of it being true, but okay.
former Mr. Beast employee, just to show sort of the work culture, especially from a female.
Okay, wait. Let's read this. On my very first day, I was told to avoid alone in a room with certain people in position of power. At least once a week, I was subjected to inappropriate questions and conversations. Once a male coworker asked me what I would do if Jimmy sexually assaulted or harassed me. On another occasion, this same coworker said it wasn't fair that women could just decide a past sexual encounter wasn't consensual. I mean, that's, to be fair, that's true. But, like, you can't do that. But still a weird question. I mean, that one is a weird question to ask somebody. Many of the men I worked with would make rape, assault, and pedophilia jokes on a daily basis. They scream and hit walls when they get upset. The minute any woman leaves a room, they talk about if/how they would fuck her. I've heard men comment on female contestants' bodies many times. Not everyone behaves this way, but no one openly speaks out against it in fear of losing their job. If If you complain about any of this, you'll be shamed for being as sensitive or just ignored. You can't take anything to HR either because Jimmy's mom runs it. It's pretty common for people to essentially get paid to leave and stay quiet if they make enough noise about something. There is no employee handbook, by the way. If you ask for one, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. These people who keep saying like, oh, you have to stay quiet, you have to stay quiet. Dogpack is doing this with 0 lawsuits on his hand. Like, Dogpack is posting all of these with no lawsuit being presented to him. I'm gonna keep it real with you. All these people who keep saying like, oh, we're all in fear that we're gonna get like fired or they're gonna pay us and make us stay quiet. It's like, dude, he's doing this with no fear. There was Mussolini in Italy, anti-Pavlik in Croatia, and Hitler in Germany. And like, don't make me go into the Catholic Church and mafia rabbit holes. The Prime Minister used to be in a fascist youth group, but she's moderated her positions, so Italy isn't just a full-on fascist country right now. Not her biggest fan. That's evil. That's like actually crazy. They literally have a fucking leader that believes in fascism. Like, fuck. Fuck, dude. Fuck, I would not want to be there. Like, I would want to leave. I'd be scared for my life if I was living in a condition like that. Like, I'm not even joking, because, like, fascism, the things it's done is, you know, immeasurable. That's crazy. The things it's contributed to is scary. I would not want to be in a situation like that. I feel bad for you, man.
Female's perspective. She says, on my very first day, I was told to avoid being alone in a room with certain people in positions.
Fascism in Italy never really went away, unlike in Germany. Isn't this just boys being boys? Are we going back to World War II? Let's go, baby. I mean, with the joke stuff, I will say that if like employees are making like fucked up jokes, then yeah, it's like you probably shouldn't make jokes like that. It depends on what the jokes are. We're not getting like context about the jokes. She's just saying they're rape, pedophile jokes, which, you know, chat, I make hefty jokes all the time with people. Okay. I have friends that I make jokes with all the time. Maybe not as extreme as like rape jokes or something, but you know, pedophile jokes. Yeah. You know, hefty, like some pretty hefty, like edgy jokes. Everybody does it. I don't think that's like a way to basically be like, oh, these people are evil. They like, they say like the N-word in their jokes. You know, it's like, I don't care. You know, it's not a big deal. We would need evidence of like the jokes and what's being said in the company. And if these guys are actually like evildoers, my brother in Christ, when I make those jokes, I only make them in front of them, and they are always male because men. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to pull the card of like, oh, it's just boys being boys, but it's just like, dude, I don't know if women understand this. Me and my wife, man, we make crazy jokes. She's insane. She'll make crazy jokes too. Like, we all make jokes. We all make shitty jokes, fucked up jokes, right? We all do it. I feel like everybody has. Even if you're someone who claims you haven't, I'm sure you probably have at least once in your lifetime. I don't know. I don't think this is enough to prove anything. Let me read the chat though. I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. Like he hyped this shit up so much. He did. He really hypes up these videos, and it just like, I don't know, it's not delivering in what I'm hoping to see. I make all kinds of fucked up jokes that can be canceled over 100 times if known. If not, they lied. No, yeah, I know. I've met people who will sit there and be like, I've never made egregious jokes. And I'm like, dude, that is not true. Like, you probably made a joke that you think isn't egregious, but it is very much an egregious joke. Like, everybody has made at least like just a wild joke. And if they haven't, they're like a toddler. Or they're like one of those Disney adults who just like make funny faces all day and think that like that's funny. And it's not something that should be hyped. That's what I'm pissed about. This Dogpack like hypes these videos up like it's like a hype video. Like it's like, guys, part 3 is about to come out. Like, oh, like part 3 is gonna drop on this day. Like, dude, what? this is like serious. These are like sexual assault allegations. I don't want you to hype it. Like like, bro, just take your time with the videos and upload it. Stop hyping it because it makes it feel less, I don't know, it makes it feel less serious because you're like hyping it. Like, stop hyping this shit. Shitty jokes have a place in time. That's true. I do agree with that. That, like, if you make a serious joke, let's say in a work sense, you know, maybe don't make it if you're working or something. Crazy essay allegations coming this summer.
Of
Oh,
power.
yeah.
At least once a week, I was subjugated to inappropriate questions and conversations. Once, a male coworker asked me what I would do if Jimmy assaulted or harassed me. On another occasion, the same coworker said it wasn't fair that women could just decide a past sexual encounter wasn't consensual. Many of the men I worked with would make assault and pet jokes on a daily basis. They would scream and hit walls when they got upset. The minute any woman leaves a room, they would talk about if/how they would occur. I've heard men comment on female contestants' bodies many times. Not everyone behaves this way, but no one openly speaks out against it in fear of losing their job. If you complain about any of this, you'll be shamed for being too sensitive or just ignored. You can't take anything to HR either because Jimmy's mom runs it. It's pretty common for people to essentially get paid to leave and stay quiet if they make enough noise about something. There is no employee handbook, by the way. If you ask for one or what the company's policies are, they just tell you to ask them and they'll let you know if anything is against the rules. But again, there's nothing in writing, which is true. The leaked document is just the production manual.
If that's true, that's like retarded. He really should have like a fucking, he should have an employee handbook.
Not given to all employees. Here's another testimony. This person will go on the record. This is Jess, who accused Ava Christie.
Now, before I get into this Jess person, because I want to talk about this Jess person, didn't this Jess person say Chris Tyson sexually assaulted them, but it's not actually sexual assault? Like, if I'm not mistaken, I might have learned this information from our boy Turkith Thomas. You know, Turkey Timothy. Timothy Dark. If I'm not mistaken, this person is just not like, they were not sexually assaulted. So that really drives a wrench in a lot of this stuff because it just, again, it's like you weren't a real victim of sexual assault. So how much of this can I take you serious for? But we'll see.
Tyson of sexual assault. I think her case has been sort of mostly ignored because
it does.
It
feels like a really unorganized company, which is why I think like a lot of this stuff is happening. It feels like Mr. Beast, a YouTuber, right, tried to run a company and it's not going well, right? Which I think is like, it's starting to seem like that's the case where it's like a YouTuber tried to start up a company and it's just, he does not know how to run a company. Like, he does not know what he's doing. Oh, it was an inappropriate relationship between employee and boss. Company just grew too fast, need more CIA funding. But not SA. Okay.
Happened, but she was a Mr. Beast employee, and you can see in her evidence in her communications with the company the clear signs of a cover-up. You can see them like threatening her with legal action and emails, and saying like, "Oh, we're gonna have a law firm investigate this." Well,
let's see this. Hello, I was informed by Mr. Beast's HR team that the investigation regarding my report was completed and is now being reviewed by outside law firm. Jess, a second firm is reviewing the information you shared with the company. Well, you weren't even a sexual assault victim, so I don't really give a fuck because I don't think anyone can be convicted of something. Either someone from the company or counsel with the second firm will reach out to you as may be needed. I would also like to remind you of the post-employment obligations you owe to the company, including those set forth in the transition agreement between you and the company. Wait, what? Where you just said that threats with like lawsuits. Where's the lawsuit threat? There's no lawsuit threat. What? Talk back like Jake Weddle and Cam Nuggets influence him too much. Well, I don't know. It's just like, where is the law? There's no like threat. I would also like to remind you of the post-employment obligations you owe to the company. There's no like threat that they're going to take her to court. They're just saying like, hey, we just need to remind you of this post-employment obligations. It's not really like a threat. Okay.
they had one firm do an internal investigation, McGuire Woods LLP, the same law firm that sent me my first cease and desist. But then they hired, I guess, Harvey Weinstein's legal team, allegedly, to re-review everything. So I guess they weren't happy with the results of the first internal investigation. Also, yeah, this new law firm, Quinn Emanuel, Mr. Beast has worked with them previously, allegedly to internally investigate LaKoya Hill's sexual misconduct. So why don't you make that report public, Jimmy? Anyway, here's Jess's testimony. I only hung out with Jimmy.
Sorry, I'm getting
times.
distracted by all the men on the screen. It's getting real hot and steamy in here. Jesus Christ. Chad, it's getting steamy in here. I think this video came let's see. Where should I read this? I have two screens with chat and I'm trying to figure out which one's the best one to read on. Legit, the only reason I think this video came out is because Cam Nuggets told him that he needs rent money. Like this video? This Mr. Beast secret CEO? Dude, I am being honest. I don't know why he came out with this video. I don't know what the fuck this video is. It is literally just saying like, hey, here's all these allegations. And then just not really like showing any proof. It's just like people saying things, which is like, okay, cool. You know, people said stuff, but I just want you to show some proof, my brother. You could have waited. You could have just held this out for another video, man. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this. Marcus is influenced by the Turkey Tom stirred glaze for real. Not saying that's bad, but Marcus is on that Turkey Tom glaze grind. I just like my boy Turkey Thomas, Timothy Dark, Timothy Turkey. You know, I just really enjoy a good Tommy Dark. Okay, I love a good Tommy, Turkey Timothy. Yeah.
But he definitely was a little more reserved around me because I wasn't a part of his inner circle, or the boys club as it's called. I did hear Jimmy straight up say that the guy making a documentary on him right now.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry for pausing. You said dude went schizo on my DMs. Who? Cam Nuggets? Cam Nuggets did that? I was promised Mr. Beast Island allegations, bruh. Or Beast. Oh, how do I put this together? Beasteen? Epstein, Beasteen. I was promised Beasteen Island allegations, bruh. Turkish Tom is 8 out of 10 on a good day. Dude, he's a 10 out of 10. What are you talking about? He's a cute boy. He's cute.
Has footage of him saying stuff that would absolutely get him canceled. It's just a well-known thing the boys club is misogynistic and looks down on women in the company despite what they might say publicly. Behind closed doors, the women in the company know that the culture is a problem. I have heard multiple stories of Jimmy being directly informed of SA happening at the company and proactively working to keep it quiet, so Jess directly implicating Jimmy in the SA cover-ups. LaKoya with an 18-year-old straight assistant, so she's one of the people corroborating that story. Ava told Jimmy about a time she was essayed by another talent member on a private jet, and talent member
Hold up. I only hung out with Jimmy a handful of times, but he definitely was a little more reserved around me because I wasn't part of his inner circle or the boys club, as it was called. I did hear Jimmy straight up say that the guy making a document on him right now has footage of him saying stuff that would absolutely get him canceled. It's just a well-known thing with boys club is misogynistic and looks down on women in the company. First of all, you self-admit that you only hung out with Jimmy a handful of times, so you don't really know these people at all. You don't know the boys club. You don't know these people. You're going off of speculations that random people are saying, yeah, the boys club, they're just misogynistic. So it's not even proof. You're not proof. You're just saying it's well-known. That could be coming out of your fucking ass right now, dude. What? You don't even know what they're saying. He's getting information from a person that doesn't even know what's being said within this like little boys club group. What? I don't care. If Mr. Beast offered Cam Nuggets $1 million to backstab Dog Pack, I bet he would take it. I mean, I would too, though. Listen, brother. I would take that in a heartbeat. If someone offered me $1 million to start hating Turkish Timothy, Turkish Tim, maybe, I would do it. I would stop the glaze. I'd stop the glaze and I would just go on a hate brigade. It'd be scorched earth. That's what I would do. It would be scorched earth. He did it to other people. Like, it wasn't that wild, but the dude needs to grow his skin, and apparently people who don't agree with him. You know, some commentary retards are just like that. They just, they get really angry. Marcus, let me glaze Dogpack a bit more with my schizo brain. Let me cope. What is this message? I can't even glaze this. You can't glaze this. Yeah, I don't know. This person, I don't like this Jess person. This Jess person pisses me off. She's like saying, oh, I never really met these people, but they are misogynistic. They are misogynistic, but I don't know these people. I'm like, I don't care. There's no eternal enemies, or there are no eternal friends or enemies, only eternal benefits.
Now has footage of him saying stuff that would absolutely get him canceled. It's just a well-known thing the boys club is misogynistic and looks down on women in the company despite what they might say publicly. Behind closed doors, the women in the company know that the culture is a problem. I have heard multiple stories of Jimmy being directly informed of SA happening at the company and proactively working to keep it quiet. So Jess directly implicating Jimmy in the SA cover-ups. LaKoya with an 18-year-old straight assistant.
Please.
So she's one of the people corroborating that story. Ava told Jimmy about a time she was SA'd by another talent member on a private jet, and talent members/employees making advances towards contestants was a regular occurrence.
Book, this is your chance to glaze. This is your chance to glaze. This is your chance to glaze. He said Jess said that Jimmy would not care about sexual assault allegations. Glaze up, buddy. Glaze up. Start to glazing. Fun fact, I told him we can have a conversation, you know, and he was like, ? Blocked me. Then unblocked me, asking if I was friends with Smaggle Daggle. What the fuck? What does Smaggle have to do with this? Smaggle's retarded. Literally. Smaggle is like autistic. What the fuck does Smaggle Daggle have anything to do with this? Dogpack is cute though. He is kind of nice, you know. He's a good looking guy. I can't even be mad at that. The reason all of this was able to happen for so long is because Jimmy is deeply misogynistic to his core. Oh my god. Jimmy is deeply misogynistic to his core. I don't want to be that guy, but I think he has a girlfriend who can attest to this not being true, but maybe I'm wrong. He has a literal video where he let the girls win, man. I don't know what to say to you, man. Where are you getting this misogynistic shit from? Oh, he baited Cam? How do you get baited by Smaggle Daggle? How do you get baited by an actual fucking retard? Maybe, okay, I shouldn't say that. That's mean. I'm sorry. Smaggle, if Smaggle ever sees something like this, I'm sorry. You're not retarded. You're just autistic, okay? I love you, Smaggle. But how do you get baited? How do you get fucking baited by that? What? By him? I don't get that. Dogpack is 8 out of 10 if he worked out, and get more muscles 10 out of 10. See, that's what Turkey Tom was like before he worked out. Now he worked out, now he's a nice 10. Like, he's a good 10 right now. You know, I think this guy could easily pull, right? I think people underestimate the true power that Turkey Tom has, okay? Yeah, like, I don't know how to defend this. She's just straight up saying...
respects what he considers to be traditional women. He pushed those values into the company when he created it, and it resulted in several SA...
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Are you asking me to seem surprised that the guy born in Carolina likes traditional women? Like, like what? On top of this, his best friend is a transgender female. His best friend is a transgender female that he avidly defends. Now, obviously, recently he didn't defend them, but because of like allegations or whatever. But like, brother, come on now. I don't think he's misogynistic. I think you're just retarded. I think you're just silly. I don't think he's misogynistic.
Allegations we know about, and probably a lot more we don't know yet. Which I will say, a lot of the SA allegations are still not public. Like, man, just fire James Warren and LaKoya Hill. Fire them. Don't just move them around.
Oh, no. He's using her fucking... He's using his ex-girlfriend's fucking post. This is a fucking bait. This isn't even real. She's a... Oh my god, dude. What is this? Is this your evidence for him being misogynistic? No. No. Dogpack, you're losing. Dogpack, you're losing. No. No. Fuck. Fuck. I broke my PC. No. This is fucked, dude. It's over, chat. It's over. It's so over. He's not about to talk about this, bro. Oh, he's not about to talk about this, bro. He's not about to talk about this. He's not. He's not. He's not, dude.
Anyway.
Talkback will have his revenge with part 4, don't worry. That's true. We just gotta wait for the parts to come out, okay, guys? You gotta wait for the parts. No, dude, he's using this post by his ex-girlfriend. This shit is so ass. This shit is so bad. This is not proof of anything. This is terrible.
I'm gonna move Maddie Spadell away from all this. I just want to touch on this briefly. So Maddie Spadell, who's Mr. Beast's very public ex-girlfriend of 2.5 years, posted this on her Instagram story.
Go back. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about this. Dogback, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Don't talk about this, please. Please don't talk about this.
She doesn't mention Jimmy by name. It's sort of vague. I think probably either because she's under an NDA or maybe she's just testing the waters to see how people respond before sharing more information. But also, it's like not that vague if you have reading comprehension and can read context clues. She says she spent years being quiet, never acknowledging that time in her life. 19 to 21 are formative years. Impacted how she saw herself and how she trusted men. Months of therapy. She says how he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you. So how does Jimmy treat other women?
I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along.
I don't really get along with women. Is crazy. It's a crazy clip. That's a crazy clip. That's a crazy clip. Bro, she literally put this out there to the world because she's like clout hungry. Her relationship with Jimmy was just a bad relationship. It's just like they were young. They were like 19, 20 dating, bro. I don't care. Why are you talking about this? Dude, he's losing the audience. He's losing the audience, dude. He's losing. He's gonna lose the audience with this one, bro. Like, who fucking cares? This bitch is a fucking... She's a psychopath, dude. She's like evil, okay? March baby, berry juice.
Well, women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she and a group of contestants who were menstruating during the event had asked the production staff about getting their underwear more quickly, she had been told that it was not a medical emergency.
You'll never actually respect a woman, but just act like you respect them.
Mr. Beast withheld my birth control. I have ovarian cysts.
Your video is like a video of him making a joke. It's a joke video.
You can't just stop taking birth control.
I don't really get along with women.
Also in this podcast, Jimmy goes on to talk about his relationship with his current girlfriend, Tia, in very weird ways, in my opinion.
For us now, like an idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test and then study and see if we can get a higher. An idea of a date is just to like...
Your proof for why he's misogynistic is that he's fucking like into IQ test. He likes smart women. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Fuck! You're losing the audience, Dogpack, dude. You're losing the audience, bro. He's falling off, Berry Juice. He's lost the plot. He's losing the plot so much. Your proof for why he's like weird is because he likes taking IQ tests with his fucking girlfriend. Oh my god, he's weird. So what? I don't care. That's not evil. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Take an IQ test, and then she was like, I'm an author. And I was like, fuck yeah, good. She has a hobby, and then I just DM'd her. I was like, oh, so your book. Can I read it? She sent it over, read the whole book, and it was just like acting like it was the greatest book ever. I don't really get along with women.
It's all of our jobs to protect our friends, our moms, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that.
Like this. I don't like it. I'm telling you, bro, the Jake Weddle influence has brain rotted him. Like, it's, dude. Like, bro, what am I supposed to say to this? She literally ends her post with saying, we need to protect our wives, sisters, and daughters from Mr. Beast. Like, bro, he is. You had a bad relationship with him. Who cares, bro? Who cares? I do love dumb women, but smart women are bangers too.
That's a pretty clear statement, if you ask me. Now, I almost feel like there's been a campaign
What
against
is
Maddie Spadell
clear?
to discredit her before she's even shared any information. A lot of like clout chaser and gold digger allegations. I'll say this is also from that Rolling Stone article. They referenced the breakup. The
What could
reporter
this
says, you know, Maddie
possibly?
Spadell, who's a
What could this possibly be more than just clout chasing? She provides no context of their relationship ever, and just says, "Yeah, this guy's like a bad boyfriend and he treats women like shit." Like, dude, what? She didn't say anything. She just said they went to like therapy and shit. Like, that's not like he's not an abuser. Mr. Beast about to essay my entire family, bro. It's over. We went from exposing Mr. Beast for keeping a former employee in in Beastonimo Bay to clip chimping him for saying he doesn't get along with the women. It's so good, dude.
appeared in a handful of videos. Those in Mr. Beast's inner circle told me that Spadell had been a positive influence, forcing Donaldson to prioritize work-life balance more. Donaldson did not want to comment on the record about the breakup, citing Spadell's privacy.
Dude, am I supposed to care about that? Like, what the fuck? Maybe I didn't read this right. Donaldson does not have much by way of personal life, or at least he does not have any interest in portraying that he has one. He recently split from lifestyle influencer Maddie Spadell, who has appeared in a handful of his videos, and those in the circle had told Spadell he was positive influence, forcing Donaldson to prioritize work-life balance more. Donaldson did not want to comment on the record about the breakup, citing Spadell's privacy, yet Tyson says Donaldson's singular focus on work was a major contributing factor. Chad, I've about had it, dude. You're trying to tell me that it's wrong for a guy to focus on his work life more than his relationship? Sure, he might have neglected her. That's like fucked up, I guess. But like he cared more about work than her. I don't care. I don't care.
See,
What?
yeah, Tyson, Chris Tyson, says Donaldson's singular focus on work was a major contributing factor. I think that's what he's going to be looking for next. Somebody who can match his obsession with business and money and all that kind of stuff. So not a bad word to be said about Maddie Spadell from Jimmy or the people in his inner circle, which is pretty unusual of an ex-girlfriend. I'll show some of the brain dead media coverage headed by Cuckstar and his news organization Drama Alerts. So here's just one of his many posts about Maddie. A thread of every time Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend allegedly shaded him, downplaying the clout chasing claims against her. So let's see this extensive thread. One post of a TikTok where she says she was traumatized at 19. Why do you think that's about Jimmy, Keemstar? Allegedly complaining about Mr. Beast fans. This is her most popular TikTok period with over 6.5 million views and was posted last year. And then Drama Alert goes on to give one more example. And that's the end of the thread. So see, her most popular TikTok seems to be alluding to her relationship with Mr. Beast. And then she has hundreds of more TikToks where she never even tried to recreate the success of that first TikTok, right? Like if I'm her social media manager, I'm telling her, hey, post about Jimmy Moore. And she obviously knows that if she did that, she would get more views. And yet she doesn't do it. Hundreds of TikToks, about 30 of them are about Taylor Swift.
Wait, why would she post more about what, Mr. Beast being a bad boyfriend? It's what? Dog pack, dude. You're losing the audience. You're losing everybody, dude.
Maybe 3 are about her ex-boyfriend of 2.5 years, which for a Swiftie, it's extremely low to post only 3 times about your ex-boyfriend who's now incredibly famous. So if she was clout chasing, she's doing a horrible job at it. Now Drama Alert, on the other hand, has posted more times in the past month.
I think jumping on the train of hating Mr. Beast by posting a vague post about saying your relationship with him didn't work out is clout chasing. Yeah, that's like literally clout chasing. Vague posting about your relationship for like sympathy is clout chasing. She didn't provide any evidence. She didn't show anything. She just said, oh, we had a bad relationship and he was the bad guy. And it's like, you didn't even say what he did or what happened. You just said bad relationship. And now you want people to like feel bad for you. Like, yeah, that's like clout chasing. What?
About Maddie Spadell than Maddie Spadell has ever posted about Mr. Beast.
His evidence for why she's not a clout chaser is because in the past when she dated him, she didn't post about Mr. Beast. What? What?
So I just wanted to address that because I think Mr. Beast knows Maddie has nukes against him and he's trying to discredit her. So let's look at this leaked email. This is from Mr. Beast. It says, yesterday Dawson saved 100 billion. Whoa, guys, whoa. Guys, I don't know how that got there. That was the wrong.
What? Yesterday, Dawson saved 100 children from a burning orphanage. It's important that we keep this secret. Do not send this email directly to Keemstar.
Yesterday Dawson saved 100 billion. Whoa, guys, guys, I don't know how that got there. That was the wrong email. I don't know how that got there. Yeah, so I've actually heard from pretty credible people that this email was not leaked. So, why lie about it? Devious or deceptive tendencies. Here he is quoted in that Rolling Stone article saying, I'm great at lying. But I want to focus on this part where they say, therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO, we will be hiring a new chief human resource officer, chief financial officer, interesting, and general counsel, along with other roles to add capacity and competencies to foster a better internal culture as we continue to grow. So what's interesting about this is that the only person named in an initiative to foster a better internal culture is Jeff Hausenbold. But what's ironic about this is that Jeff Hausenbold has been in the news previously for the internal culture that he helped create as managing partner at the SoftBank Vision Fund. Here's New York Post. Nasty executives shaped macho culture at SoftBank Vision Fund. And here's Bloomberg Business Week. SoftBank Vision Fund employees depict a culture of recklessness. It has also been described as an environment of sycophancy and harassment. So seemingly all the problems that people have with Mr. Beast's internal culture. But this Bloomberg article also goes to call Jeff out by name. Jeff Hausenbold collects cars, including a blue Ferrari, and claims to own a 20,000.
He had like a really weird like schizo part here, and now he's back into real business. I care, like, this is decent, but why does it come at 2 minutes at the end?
Bottle wine seller, although he doesn't drink himself. Acquaintances describe him as smart and arrogant and almost entirely lacking in self-awareness. He's also gotten away with some questionable behavior. In a discussion about whether to invest in the stationary bike startup Peloton in 2017, according to two people who were in the meeting, Hausenbold opined that its exercise equipment appealed in part to men who masturbated to its workout videos.
Dude, I want to jerk.
What? Hold on, what?
Oh, fuck! I want to jerk off! Look at this!
SoftBank denied the claims, but it's an oddly specific thing for two people to make up a story about masturbating to Peloton workout videos. So yeah, maybe I don't.
I mean, I don't know. I guess you're allowed to do it. He's allowed to jerk off to Peloton workout videos, I guess. It's just a weird thing to. It's weird. To each their own, I guess. I don't think. Why did Dogpack do this? I don't know, man. Why did Dogpack jerk off to Peloton video? I think it's called having taste. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You're allowed to do it. It's not like it's illegal. You're free to jerk off to Peloton videos. I mean, he's allowed to do it. Okay. Now, as for the other stuff, I guess technically, if he has a history of not being good at work environment stuff, and he's being hired for work environment stuff, that's pretty bad, I guess. But I'd have to see a little bit more about the guy. I'd have to see a little bit more. But I mean, you didn't have to. I mean, Dogpack, I'm just being honest here. You didn't have to out the guy for jerking into Peloton videos, man. That's so, I mean, that's kind of mean, don't you think? That's a little rude. It's a little rude. He likes his Peloton videos, man. Leave him alone.
I see the vision with hiring this guy as the new president. Also, this is just what I can share right now. I do have more information that I'm trying to get out. Trying to get permission from the victims and everything. Also trying to save some things for when Mr. Beast responds. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching.
That's evil. King shaming is not nice. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It wasn't really a good video. It was it's just Like, he could have saved all of this for literally like the third video. He did not have to post this in the slightest. He did not have to post that at all. I mean, but he did anyways. So at least it's information that's on the table. He says he's making a third video. Hopefully he revisits these things. The guy has worked with shit ton of companies. He literally just cherry picked. Oh, so that guy that jerks off to Peloton videos is just a guy who's worked for a bunch of different companies. Oh, then I don't care. I don't care. You know, you're bound to have some bad work environments here and there when you work at different companies, a lot of them. So yeah, I mean, I'm not, you know, it's not surprising. I don't think you need to, I don't think you need to publicly talk about how the fact that guy jerks off to Peloton videos. I like reiterating it though, so I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep talking about jerking off to Peloton videos, you know, because I think that's awesome. You know, the information's already out there. You know, I think, me personally, I think all power to him. I think he should be allowed to jerk off to his Peloton videos. I think he's allowed to jerk off to, maybe it's a woman, maybe it's a guy. You never know. You might be gay. You know, it's just, we shouldn't kink shame him. I think he's awesome. I think he's cool. Actually, I think he's cool. So take that, dog pack. I think jerking off to Peloton videos is awesome. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? Yeah, he's probably got nothing to say to that. Mike Baby is like Dr. House. Feels like this video is just to reinforce beliefs for people who already hate Mr. Beast and won't change their minds. I think that's kind of what it is. I think that's what it is. Because I can't understand why this could be anything more. It just doesn't prove anything. There's no proof. There's no nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, that just wasn't anything. I think he was afraid that the Mr. Beast wave was dying down. He was going to be too late. I hate it when people get like that because it's too content brained. He's not, like, if he's actually focusing on getting this guy, like, taken down because his company's terrible, he needs to just put his mind on the fucking, put his eye on the prize and put his mind towards what's right instead of talking about fucking alleged shit that isn't proven, because none of that was proven. It was just alleged bullshit that I don't care about. Because, yeah, I mean, you talked about, what, Warren? James Warren, his cousin? And, like, sure, James Warren was friends with a guy who did a Ponzi scheme, but, like, how do we know he actually knew? Like, I don't know. Like, that doesn't mean anything. It just feels like, he made this video to kind of be like, here, look at James Warren. He's the current CEO of the company. He's evil because, like, it just feels like it's a bunch of, like, throwing words at the wall to make people be like, what? So everybody at the company's evil, actually. It's like, it just feels like you're throwing shit at the wall to make it sound evil. Not saying James Warren is a saint, but, I mean, you can't say he hit his girlfriend without proof, and you can't say he's a part of a Ponzi scheme without proof. You can't do that. You literally cannot do that, because the Ponzi scheme wasn't even him. Like, it wasn't even him. It was a guy that he knew from a company he worked at. So it's like, what does that mean? I think he was like, there's so many questions I have. Either that or Jake, Cam, and Quintheo convinced them that this was a good idea so they could make rent. I think that could possibly be it. I think he's just feeding us. And you know what, Void? Listen, Void, I'm hungry. All right, I haven't uploaded in a while, and Daddy's getting real fucking hungry. All right, Daddy's getting real hungry. He hasn't eaten in a minute. So maybe I need to maybe I need to start taking a little deep dive into this. Maybe I need to start getting into the schlop content, start schlopping out some good Mr. Beast videos. But I got to get my other one out first. I was going to make a Mr. Beast video, but I was waiting for part 3, but he ended up uploading this, and it's just like, it's not good. So, whatever. I'm working on a Google Doc, like, even about old shit. Yeah, this was a flop, typical trilogy. Don't think it was Jake since he got 50K from Mr. Beast, to be honest. Unless he already spent it already. He probably did. He probably did. He's throwing stuff at the wall and some shit stuck, but other stuff is crazy. Oh, Perry came in with the Hawk too. Okay. Meta right now is to hate Mr. Beast, so you better make something like that. Laugh my fucking ass off. Bro, trust me, I'm milking it too. I got like 13 videos on it. Dude, I need to get on it. You know what? Dogpack. You know what? This video is great. I actually like this video. This video is a good video. It's peak. It's good content. Keep posting it, Dogpack, because I want money. All right. I want money. I want to profit. Yeah, you know what? Fuck Mr. Beast. Fuck Mr. Beast. All right. I think that's the consensus. I think he's evil. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to watch this because I thought maybe this video was going to be a lot to take in. And it wasn't. So, you know, like my opinion feels very set. It really wasn't a lot to take in. I thought it was going to be a lot to take in, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to need the opinion of somebody else for this, but yeah, this is awkward. This is like awkward. I'm like sitting here and I don't really need to dive into this anymore. It's nothing. It's yeah. The stream's almost 2 hours, so you know what? I'll hang out for like 4 minutes if you guys want to talk. I heard the Turkish Tom in that evil. Why did he leave behind the content cop style? I don't know. Thought it'd be like kind of a funny bit, I guess, if he did it in this one, but left it out. I think this video is literally just a quick make. Like, he just quickly made it and just said things and then uploaded it. Because I just don't... Like, this is all stuff that could have been left till later. He didn't really have to post this right now. But he did. And, I mean, it is what it is. It's not really good. It's just putting information on the table. Information that's not proven. Yeah, oh no, yeah, dude, he made this in a night. This took 0 effort. He didn't do any editing other than like a few memes, right? Like, he 100% made this in one night, which is why it's like such a bad video. It is so bad. He totally did this. At least maybe 2 nights. Maybe he took 2 nights to do it. Maybe he was feeling a little lazy. Maybe he took a couple hours off, started playing some video games, and then went to bed, and then came back the next day and made the rest of it. Yeah, hopefully the next part, there's like more evidence. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. This is just not a good video. I'm like, my like heart is like broken.
Okay, so
my heart is like
this video's
broken. I was excited for a stream that go crazy. Thought something. Ugh. Get a load of this.
Hey guys.
Bitch. Chat, if you take any information from this woman, please do not get any information from this woman. This woman is crazy. I'm not even joking. This woman is insane. Like, I am not going to go to her for any information. She's like insane.
Hey guys, so
okay,
I do not care what Rosanna Pansino has to say. That's another thing I was really worried about is like, why is every single person he's going to doesn't want to be on the record? Like, why is everyone in this is just Rosanna, the hot, crazy ex-girlfriend that's obsessed with you? Not gonna lie. She is not hot, bro. You're crazy. She's not hot, and Turkey Tom is a 10 out of 10. And you're crazy for thinking he's a 5. I think you're the one that said he's a 5. I'm going to scroll up and find that part. Yeah, aw. It wasn't you. It was Fred Durst. Fuck. Oh, sorry. It's not Fred Durst. They're not Fred Durst. Yeah, they're just glazing. Like, this is wild. I mean, like, to be fair, yes, I want authorities to get involved if this is all true, right? But like, for some reason, we're fucking jingling fucking keys and to all the little audience members being like, "Hey, next video's coming out pretty soon, guys. Next video's gonna come out pretty soon. I'm gonna expose him." It's like, dude, if this is all real, I don't care, dude. Just make this an authority thing. Like, bring this to police or something. You got some balls going up against YouTube's golden boy. Respect. 6 million subscribers. What? 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 Also, him saying in the beginning he's referring people to other people. Dude, you want them on the record? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's so weird. I'm more amazed at this point. 6 million subs? Is he just one of those like guys who chats, like goes into every like chat and people just sub? Like, people see that he has like 6 million subs and they're like, whoa, I'm going to do it too. Or is this just botting? Obvious bot account. Yeah, I was going to say it's it's very obviously botting. Hold on. One of my friends met a guy a few years back after their first date. She called me to help her with some exercises, riddles, and IQ test he gave her to figure out if she was smart enough for him. I immediately told her this was a major red flag, and the guy sounded lame at best and like a narcissist at worst. So she should run away and run fast. She said he was hot and she was having fun, so she stayed. Not even a year in, he turned out to be an absolute psychopathic loser that was emotionally abusive to her. She stayed for 4 years, only got more dangerous at times. Dude, what the fuck, dude? What, is it really evil for guys to like people who like exercises, riddles, and IQ tests? Like, sure, that's weird, and I understand like wanting to date somebody who's smart enough for you is kind of cringe, but like, I don't know. Like, I maybe I'm evil, but I wouldn't want to date like the girl who like dropped out of high school and just like is illiterate and stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't buy subs, by the way. I actually don't. These subs are all natural, baby. These subs are all natural. I'm a real natural guy. I naturally got my subs. What was Blood yapping about? Kilroy, you joined so late, man. I'm ending the stream pretty soon here. I mean, the video just was bad. I mean, I can't really say anything. There's just not much I could really say about this. It's kind of over. I was going to react, but it's like, I think my opinion is pretty strong here. I don't think I need to like react to something. Mr. Peace is being real quiet knowing he's in the wrong. Dude, what are you talking about? What? Perry, you're lying, man. You're lying. You liar. Oh, get a load of this guy, right? Get a load of this guy. What the hell, man? What the hell? Dude, who's Perry Juice? What the fuck? Who is this guy? I'm all natural, baby. All natural. I don't buy anything, man. I don't even spend money. I was having dinner. Give me a break. I like I was having dinner. Give me a break. Dude, get out of your house. Holy shit. Had to skedaddle and fix it. Oh, you missed everything. Holy shit, you missed it all, dude. You missed the best part. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck. Give me a break. Sorry, Kilroy. I remember people. I can remember people. It's like a brain thing. You see the name and you're like, I know who you are. I've seen you before. I've seen you in chat before. You missed everything, Kilroy. You missed everything, man. It was a big thing. I'll summarize it before I end the stream because I think it's pretty fair. Dogpack made this video. It's not his third video, but all he does is basically say like, hey, the CEO of the Beast Company is his cousin and he might be evil because one of his old colleagues did a Ponzi scheme, and that he allegedly hit his girlfriend when there's like no proof. And then a different CEO, Lakoya, he was like apparently a sexual assaulter who there's no proof behind it, but he was moved to a different company. Then later down the line, he got promoted back to the same company with Mr. Beast. And yeah, I mean, he's probably evil. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people back it, but again, it's alleged. If it's not proven, I don't know how much severity can be backed behind that. And then he went on a tangent about Mr. Beast and his like relationship with women, which was really bad. Oh, hit his dog. Yeah. He claimed that what's his face hit his dog. Which again, no proof, nothing to back it. So yeah. Also, I had no idea you were even streaming. Yeah, well, you didn't. I don't think you have the notification bell on, and I think that's a problem. I think we need to get you more well-adjusted to turning on that notification bell, buddy. And everyone watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and glaze me, and tell me I'm an amazing content creator, even though I make schlop. Even though I make fucking schlop. You missed the part where you went on a tangent about how Mr. Beast's like ex-girlfriend is like actually not a gold digger, because what was it again? Because she didn't make videos about Mr. Beast in the past. That's why. It's crazy. It's insane. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid analogy. He was running out of content, so he was like, I gotta do some filler here. This video would only be like 10 minutes. A bus all over my screen. Holy shit. Okay, man. No, that's too much glazing, man. Holy shit. Too much glazing. Too much. Sorry, my house decided to combust. I activated the notification. W. Because I'm the best. You are. I'd vote March Baby for president. I would attest to that. I think that's actually the right thing to do. I think voting me for president would be the correct thing to do. I think that's the right thing to do. Yeah. Maybe start maybe start putting me on your ballots. Too much glaze. Too much glaze. All right, hey, I'd rather come in the sink than sink in the cum. So you know what? I think Rice Milk is doing the right thing here. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's not get upset. Okay, let's calm down. We'd rather come in the sink than sink in the cum, guys. Remember, all right? You don't want to be in the sink. You don't want to drown in it. Okay? So we all have to remember, okay? Yeah. It's like such an awkward end to a stream. It's such an awkward end. Like I'm normal. It's such an awkward end to a stream because I thought this was gonna be like something interesting and it just wasn't. And we're here. It's the end. Let me turn on the music so it's not so awkward. Fill in the space. Oh, come on now. Let's skip ahead. This is let's get the good music going actually. Let's get the good music going. Where is it? Is it Route 2? I'm trying to find it. There's trouble. I haven't gotten this far down. I should start these ones. Oh yeah. Gonna go and have a snack. Yeah, I recommend maybe having like a little meatball, maybe a little pizza, maybe with some extra sauce on it. My bad. I'll show up earlier next time. No, you're good. I'm a windmill. Oh. March Baby leaving us again. Yeah, I like to leave. And then return at random moments. It's awesome. I'm getting too used to it though. I need to start uploading a little bit more consistent again. Alright, chat. You're gonna have pizza tonight. Yeah, you're the stereotype, brother. It's over. You're not beating the allegations. You're not beating it. It's over for you. Ooh. I'm giving you guys some good beats right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are you mad at me? No, Rice Milk. I'm not mad at you. I want to join. Join what? My Discord? My Discord's linked in the thing. If you want to join my Discord, I'll send you something. You don't have to stay in the Discord. You could just join so I can send you something. I don't expect you to stay. It's kind of dead in there. But yeah, I'll let you know that, and then I'm going to head off. I got stuff to do. It's 6:30. March Baby Discord? Yep. There is a March Baby Discord. Winning 100? Yep. Mr. Beast gave me $100 so I can give it to one of my loyal fans. And you are the winner. Now, to be fair, that money was tainted with the innocence. I'm not going to continue that joke. That's going too far. It won't let you join to the link. I've seen you on Twitter. I'll message you on Twitter. Because I don't think I have you added on Discord. But, well, actually you could just find me on that stuff too. But I'll try to find you too and then message you. I'm gonna go. Okay, you guys are like sticking around, and you know I like talking to you guys, but I gotta go. Okay. Bye.